gentlemen, I hope you are having a fantastic day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Parker Nierenstein, and this is Vehicle Virgins. Before we jump right into the video, I wanted to announce that there is new Vehicle Virgins merchandise. I am so excited about this, guys. I have been working tirelessly to come up with the best designs, the most comfortable clothing that you're all going to love. We've got 3 new designs, one of which might be my favorite, is this tachometer t-shirt. Looks super awesome. And then there's a retro Vehicle Virgin style one, and then a cleaner, more simple one on the side here as well. 2 different colors. They're available in black and in white, super limited quantities, so get them before they all sell out. I've got a link in the description below for that. Seriously, shopvv.tv. Let's get on to the video. The benchmark is growing ever higher in the luxury SUV segment, as consumers are wanting more space, more luxury, more safety, more technology. It's forcing manufacturers to step their game up in an ever-competitive market. But the good news is that means there are some incredible luxurious SUVs in 2019 for you guys to enjoy. First up is the all-new flagship from Audi, the Audi Q8. Audi finally decided to make a 4-door coupe sloping styled SUV their flagship, similar to the BMW X6. It's built on the same chassis, the MLB platform, as the Q7, only it's lower, wider, and sleeker. Simply put, it looks badass. In the front, we've got a massive octagonal grille, part of Audi's new design language. And around on the side, it's sleek, it's muscular, it's got a high belt line, and there's these subtle but really nice fender flares that help make it look athletic and ready to move. The Q8 starts at $67,400. It comes equipped with a 3-liter turbocharged V6, making 335 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. That is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. It's got adaptive suspension as well as all-wheel steering. In fact, the rear wheels can actually turn at an angle of up to 5 degrees. That's pretty impressive. It's also capable off-road. The ride height can change by up to 3.5 inches, giving a maximum ground clearance of 10 inches. Audi has stepped their game up in the interior as well. We've got that massive virtual cockpit display, as well as 2 beautiful screens in the center dash. The dashboard flows almost seamlessly in one piece. It just looks nice. Next up is the BMW X Seven, BMW's flagship SUV that's set to hit the streets in April of 2019. It is absolutely enormous and imposing, and it seats 7 people. In fact, it's 9 inches longer than the BMW X5 and several inches taller. There are 2 configurations for the X7. There's a 7-seat layout, and for those who want a little bit more space for the rear occupants, there is a 6-seat layout that comes with 2 luxurious captain's chairs. They look super cool, they're power adjustable, they have a comfortable headrest, and honestly, they're just as nice of a place to be in the second row as you are in the front row. There are 2 different engine options for the X7. There's the xDrive 40i and the xDrive 50i. The former comes with a turbocharged inline 6 that makes 335 horsepower and 330 pound-feet of torque. The 50i is powered by a 4.4-liter twin turbocharged V8, making 456 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque. Now, both of these cars are mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Both come standard as all-wheel drive, and with the optional tow package, they can tow up to 7,500 pounds. The 40i starts at $74,900, and the 50i starts at $94,000 US. Next up, we have the all-new G-Wagon. finally a redesign from the military boxy brutes of the past. It's rounder, it's sleeker, and it's got an interior that's worthy of its six-figure price tag. The headlights have been completely redesigned that look a lot more modern and updated, and honestly, the interior looks like it is straight out of an S-Class instead of like a previous generation C-Class. Seriously, the G-Wagon's old interior was not up to snuff, but now it is. Under the hood is a 4-liter twin-turbocharged V8 making a crazy 577 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque. I have driven the new G63 and it is crazy fast, not only for an SUV, but for a vehicle in general, and it sounds really, really good. But the most important change of the new G63 is its new independent front suspension. Finally, the G63 is actually comfortable to drive on the road. It actually baffles me. Most people, they don't take their G-Wagon off-roading. They drive it to the mall, they use it as a status symbol. I guess it has a decent amount of space in the back, but I'm surprised at the amount of suffering by the average user that went into driving a G-Wagon on a daily basis until the new generation. But they have fixed it, and finally it rides like a normal AMG car instead of a bag of bricks. The G63 is an absolute winner and an awesome choice if you're looking for a new SUV in 2019. Next up on the list is the Lamborghini Eurus. That's right, Lamborghini is back at it again since the LM002 with their latest super SUV, the Eurus. It's aggressive, it's extremely fast, it's fun to drive, and it's good at off-roading. Under the hood is a 4-liter twin-turbocharged V8, a similar unit from the Panamera Turbo S as well as the Cayenne Turbo and RS7, that makes 641 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque. Peak torque is available at just 2,250 RPMs, meaning its low-end grunt is unbelievable. Seriously, when you get behind the wheel of the Eurus, it is impressive how fast it truly is. 0 to 60 happens in a benchmark resetting 3.4 seconds. We're not talking about a supercar or a hypercar. We are talking about an SUV that can do 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. And its top speed, the highest of any SUV in the world, 190 miles an hour. On the inside, the Eurus is a masterpiece. There are 3 different TFT displays, one for the TAC and Speedo, one for the multimedia, and one for the climate control. It even has this handwriting recognition software so you can type things in using your hand. The interior of the Eurus can be customized to a higher degree than any Lamborghini before it. And depending upon what materials you choose and colors, you can radically change the way the interior of the Eurus looks, from something that's extremely sporty to something that's more elegant and classy. The seats themselves are incredibly comfortable and look like no other SUV, a common theme of the Eurus, like nothing else. If you have any doubts that the Eurus isn't a true Lamborghini, rest assured it is. The interior is styled just as much based on a fighter jet as a Lamborghini Aventador, and it is a ton of fun to drive. It feels lighter on its feet than its curb weight would suggest. The paddle response is very fast, it sounds good, it puts a smile on your face, and it really is a brilliant super SUV. Lastly, we have the all-new Porsche Cayenne. It is the 3rd generation of the ever-successful SUV that we never thought we'd see from Porsche. It turns out it was a very good idea. There are 3 different versions of the Porsche Cayenne, starting with the entry-level V6. The 3-liter turbocharged V6 makes 340 horsepower and 332 pound-feet of torque, and it starts at $66,700. Above that is the Cayenne S, which starts at $84,000. That comes with a significant increase in power. Under the hood of that is a 2.9-liter twin turbocharged V6, making 440 horsepower and 405 pound-feet of torque. Now, for those who are crazy needing power, there is the range-topping Cayenne Turbo, one of the world's fastest SUVs. That's got a 4-liter twin-turbocharged V8, making 550 horsepower and 556 pound-feet of torque. It's also capable of doing 0 to 60 in a Porsche-claimed 3.7 seconds, which means because they are always conservative, it is even faster than that. That is pretty awesome. Where the Porsche really excels is in its handling. Despite the fact that it is electronically power assisted, as is every car nowadays, the steering is sharp and responsive and better than pretty much any SUV on the market, which means the Porsche Cayenne, despite being a large SUV, is actually fun to drive on canyon roads. And that means a lot. If you're just driving from day to day, boring roads, what's the point of having something like a Cayenne Turbo that has 550 horsepower? Sure, it's fun once in a while in a straight line, but it's even more fun when you can push it through its paces on twisty roads and actually adventure with the car. And that's what you're getting from the Porsche Cayenne. It's got optional all-wheel steering. It's also got optional active anti-roll bars and an electronically controlled limited slip rear differential for a bit of extra fun and performance. Interior-wise, the Porsche is stunning and cleaner than before. We've got a gorgeous 12.3-inch display in the center, and below that, around the gear lever, we have haptic feedback buttons, just like you've seen on the Porsche Panamera. The air vents have been upgraded though, so no longer are they only controlled via a screen, which sometimes doesn't work. They can be manually controlled as well. In typical Porsche fashion, Porsche has improved upon perfection with the Cayenne. So there you have it. There are 5 of the most amazing SUVs of 2019. Now that is not an all-exclusive list. There are tons more. The Bentley Bentayga, for instance, the BMW X5, the brand new one. There's also, of course, the Rolls-Royce Cullinan, which is fantastically luxurious and an absolute riot on the off-road as well. But I just wanted to cover those 5. If you've got any more suggestions for SUVs that you think are some of the best, including maybe the Lincoln Navigator, leave a comment in the comment section below. Remember guys, merchandise is available for a limited time before they all sell out. We've got black, we've got white. Tachometer shirt is one of my favorite. Link in the description below. Every purchase helps support the channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next video.